Before there was light, there was darkness. Before there was order, there was chaos. An endless war between the gods and their enemies. A war the gods could not win. Till a champion arose, wielding a weapon of otherworldly power. The war was won, the enemy banished, but the weapon was shattered, its fragments scattered across the new formed world. Now, thousands of years later, many seek the fragments of that long-lost weapon. Among them, our 5 brave heroes. The druid, troubled by dreams and his own temper. The blacksmith turned warrior in search of revenge. The raider, determined to protect her friends and her growing family. The traveller from a distant land, guardian of those down on their luck. And the girl willing to sell her soul for a taste of adventure. Their hunt will take them to distant and dangerous lands, far beyond the borders of Isfjell. So yes, you have taken flight from Barmdorf and you are flying northwards over the countryside below. And we're not quite on that map yet, so I will look us back onto the world map. As you look at the lands below, you can see passing over like pastures of woodland, farmland, fields, and this sort of rocky upland area. And you can see sort of the first green buds appearing on trees beneath you, and sort of this flush of green starting to spread across the land. So there's definitely signs of spring on the land beneath. And yeah, as you fly away from Barmdorf, I can't remember what business was left unfinished last week. It seems a very long time ago. But I know that Chael wasn't quite herself last week. I mean, Chrysara wasn't quite herself. Chael, I'm sure, was still entirely herself. I get the two mixed up at times. Because one of them is a very terrifying barbarian and the other is
Everything
Chrysara.
for people in green dresses.
But yeah, as you sort of glide across the land below, if there's any unfinished business you want to address before you, it's probably going to take you 2 or 3 days to reach Isfjell, and you reckon you'll be able to make stops in the countryside or in towns, depending on. Okay, at least 3 days. Depending on if there's any way you want to stop on the way, you are welcome to. You can either stop in towns or avoid them and camp out in the countryside. Either will work. Doesn't appear to be any sign of pursuit that you'd seen so far. All is peaceful.
I'm going to vote that if we camp quietly somewhere. Sorry, Aldous.
I was actually just going to say the same.
Well, I guess if wild drinking parties are excluded and we have to be quiet, we should probably quietly camp.
I was trying to see if there's anywhere along the map that we could complete a task, but I don't think this route would allow for it easily.
Okay.
I don't think so. So yes, at the mention of wild drinking parties, Torvald just kind of gives a groan, just like shakes his head towards his ale and mutters something about like the time repeating it hasn't treated the ale well. It seems to have confused the fermentation, so you don't drink
It's
it.
technically Adair's fault since he threw our never-ending ale over, but can't be helped.
I was rescuing you from yourselves. Some of us seem to have issues with self-control.
Torvald, yeah, but I would have helped him.
Well, I truly apologize. Maybe one day we shall quest to find that mug, because it's got to be out there somewhere.
Unless somebody already found it and is drowning in a lake of
It's in the
ale.
lake of ale.
Wait, so would it have turned the entire lake into ale since it is never ending and it always stays full? And if it's
I
in
guess
the
that
water,
depends
then
on
all
whether
the
it
ale could have
landed
flowed out.
landed face up or face down, or on its side. That's a good point.
We will have to find the mysterious ale lake and then live there forever with straws.
Oh no, what if it landed in a village that was in a valley and it landed on the edge and we've killed all those people?
We nothing. You're the one that threw it overboard, so you just killed an entire village.
How come
Congratulations.
I thought we were a team?
We are a team.
I'm the one flying the boat, right? I'm assuming
entirely
that.
up to you.
Yeah. I'm gonna pick up speed.
Just knock us over.
She turns off the gravity and hits Mach 2, right?
Yeah, that's what I do.
I'm just picturing Aldous as that slightly frustrated parent on a motorway journey, just like looking at how many more miles to go.
I'm taking pretty much as direct of a route as possible, I guess. Unless anybody needed to stop anywhere. I don't think we actually need anything from the towns, so
Yeah, so that sort of directish route, at the end of the first day, you reckon you're somewhere in these lowlands near Hartbrook. And it's quite open fields, miles around, but there's also a bit of a stream, a river that you could park the boat on if you don't want to worry about having to land it on land. Yeah, you know now that you're in sort of the northern reaches of Caldis. You're not that far from Isfjell, and you also know that if you were to go into the towns, it's not guaranteed that you would be welcomed. These people around here have dealt with two sorts of Isfjellians. They've dealt with Isfjellian traders, but they have also dealt with the Isfjellian raiders who come down, especially in the coasts in this area. This is hunting ground.
If we have completed a long rest, I would like to roll for my cosmic omen, please.
Oh, yes. So yeah, you are able to get. You've had a comfortable long rest by now.
All right. Adair gets up and looks at the sky and stretches for a moment and says, "Well, it looks like we're on the wheel side of things."
The what?
The
The
wheel.
real side of things?
Wheel. You know, waxing, waning, wheel and woe.
Wheelie?
Wheelie. Just watch out for wascally wabbits.
What? Whoa.
Be very, very quiet.
The wheel side of things. What does that mean?
God damn it! I don't know.
That's it. I am now playing Elmer J. Fudd from now on. So.
Will we? You promise? Forever? Anyway, in character. Serious game.
serious game.
Serious game. So, what's the wheel of things?
I see good portents for today. I see that things will work in our benefit. I guess you could say I woke up with a positive outlook this morning. The stars are in our favor.
Are you hiding ale from us, and can we have some?
You know.
Did you want to fly?
No, the last time I turned into a chair, and then you got mad because I destroyed the mast on the ship. I'm good. I am never flying this damn thing again. I will sail it, I will not fly it.
I was talking to Adair.
She didn't know that.
If you would like a break, I'm more...
Aldous said that. You can fly. If things are looking good for you, you can fly.
I'm more than happy to fly.
Oh, maybe we'll run into another dragon.
That'd be fun.
I think that'll be good if we do. We could always sell the parts
jerky
like we
was
did
good.
before.
Skull! Dragon skull!
What did we do with the skull and bones before? Didn't we...
We sold them.
Yeah,
I
we
think we
sold them
sold
off.
them.
No, you sold the skins. I can't remember if you sold the
Yes.
bones or if they're still at with Aldous' family.
That's the question. I'm not sure.
I
You
thought we
already had one dragon skull and you didn't affix it to the front of the ship?
That was a
It
missed
tried to
opportunity
affix
if I
itself
heard
to the
one.
front of the ship. Oh, sorry, Kusara. I couldn't hear you.
Oh no, I said that was a missed opportunity if I ever heard one.
Agreed. We find another.
All right. Well, we're heading towards the mountains, so maybe we'll find one.
Well,
Here,
as
Adair, you fly.
Yeah, so the next day you'll start off with Adair flying, and I'll be back in just a moment because I just realised I forgot to get one very important thing for playing D&D.
Your dice.
I have no dice. One sec.
That's okay. The DM doesn't need dice, right?
No, she doesn't. No, that's why I was like, just leave him over there. You don't need him.
Yeah, yeah.
It's cool.
We
it's cool.
determined that as a DM, you don't need to make any die rolls today.
I don't like that the revelation for dice came after the let's find a dragon.
That's what. Yeah, that's what concerns me.
Just I'll give you a dragon. My dice hoard.
It's gonna be a dragon with freaking flamethrowers and bazookas strapped to its back.
Look. It's like candy.
That's a pretty box. Can I have that box?
Pretty box.
But yeah, so the next day as the Cloud Maiden takes flight, Adair, you're in the pilot's chair. And what are the rest of you doing? As you head off.
I'm gonna mend anything that I can, like without magic because I don't have mend. But yeah, no, help do what I can for the boat.
That fix things up. There's a few scuffs and scratches and bits where people have messed with your boat whilst it wasn't in your possession. They've definitely chiseled some holes in it here and there, moved things around. It's no respect.
I'm pretty certain Torvald has mend. So if he's doing that, I'll help him wherever he needs. If it needs a cleaning before he can mend it, I'll do that. That's fine.
Uno and Crisara, are you just enjoying a nice sky flight, or?
Yeah, I think I would ask Crisara about Dinbala.
Yeah, she'd be all over talking about that and trying to remember anything she could.
So, I've been fixated on this list because I feel like that can be one of my uses in this group, and we, the diamond thing. I don't know. I guess I have interest in it because of namesake. So, are there hounds in Dinbala? There's like fire hounds on this list. Do you know about like fire hounds in Dinbala?
They pop up on occasion, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a capture a hound of hell. Is what's on the list.
There's a couple of places that they pop up in, and they're you'll see some. That would
What
be
do you
something
think-
that we can check off.
What do you think the best way to capture a hound of hell would be? So we just like pour water on it?
Either throw it in the ocean or bop it over the head with an extremely heavy hammer.
Nice. Yeah, but I've been kind of mulling over this mindset of maybe just bringing buckets with us to Dinvala. I have a feeling that maybe most of the stuff that we encounter could be dealt with by bucket of water. Is it just like all fire? What do you even do there for fun? Do you just watch volcanoes? What do you do?
I mean, sometimes there are eruptions and you can watch them.
That's cool, actually, though.
Most of the volcanoes there, at least in my childhood, were still active and were known to erupt on occasion. Some of the braver ones, they would chase the magma down to the water. Obviously, parents weren't too happy about that.
Why did you leave to come over here?
We didn't really have a choice. I mean, my sister and I did, but we were attacked by dragons, and they destroyed our village, and both of our parents perished, unfortunately.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
I would have lost my sister, and I had to choose between her or our mother. So, youngest sailor ever, I decided to take one of the ships, and I sailed to Isfjell. That's where our father was from.
That's incredibly admirable of you.
Admirable is self-preservation.
That's self-preservation is still admirable. Not everyone manages to check that off the list in times of hardship. So just being alive can be admirable in a lot of ways. I come from a village that was burned down myself, so we do have that tie, I suppose.
We do have something in common. I do hope that if we get to go, that I want to at least see what's left of the village.
Of course. Well, oh, and then not to take away from the fact that your family's dead, that's very tragic, but do you know the Mother of Fire?
I do. That's the largest mountain of our island, and she pretty much rules everything.
We have to bring her water, apparently.
Religion. I don't know how that's going to happen, but okay.
Would that be a bad thing? It's on the list. It just says take water to the heart of the Mother of Fire.
I suppose as long as we don't throw it in. I mean, if the Mother of Fire specifically requested it, then
I don't know, druids are weird. Do you think a druid can talk to a mountain? Adair! Oh, Adair's in the chair.
I mean...
He can still talk to you while he's flying.
Oh, he can? I had no idea, to be honest. Well, I guess I kind of knew, but see, I don't want to ask him about druid stuff, and then all of a sudden we start to careen.
That sounds like something that would happen. No, let's not disturb him.
Well, I'm excited to see where you come from. It's very interesting. To be honest, I don't even really know where my original home village is. So it'll be nice for you to get the consolation of seeing that, even if it's not the greatest of sights.
The land does have a strange pull. So once your feet set foot on the soil, then it's not always easy to leave.
Oh, that's good to mention now. Now that we've decided to go there. What is it? Is it a magical... Aldous, can you do something about that?
Do something about which?
I don't want to get stuck on volcano land, to be entirely honest.
I don't think we'll get stuck there. It's just...
Yeah, once the wand recharges, we can technically teleport away.
Oh, that's fair.
Remember, that's how we got to the boat.
Yes.
Not so much as a physical hold as a most
wait.
people that arrive in our land doesn't want to leave.
Hmm.
It's fully charged. We can teleport to Isfjell and Trollbro right now if we wanted.
Oh, we're already, what, halfway there? We may want to use that charge to just get to Dinbala once we're all supplied up.
Might be easier.
Well, it
Can we-
takes 7 days for it to charge, so... Okay.
Can we
We wanna
take the
just-
ship in the teleportation with us?
I think so?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe?
DM says yes. Look, she was nodding and then smiling, so yes.
DM was going,
Wait! Maybe if I was sitting in
going-
the chair.
Let me think about that. Refer to the rules of the teleport
What if I
spell.
am sitting in the chair? I am one with the ship if I'm sitting in the chair, right?
Look, you guys have a flying ship, a flying and teleporting ship.
But you're not sitting in the chair. I am.
Actually, Adair is. And
Well,
I beg to differ. I am the most one with the ship out of anybody.
oh, then
I'm
we can
going to
use it
say
to rebuild the
splinters
map.
in my ass.
Unfortunately, no. You can use to teleport yourself and up to 8 willing creatures, or an object that fits within a 10-foot cube.
oh, we just bring 10 feet of the ship.
Yes, so you
Polymorph
Okay.
it down to small, hold it, and then teleport.
That's what I'm thinking is there's an enlarge and there's a shrink spell out there somewhere. So
Don't we have a ship in a bottle?
That's mine.
I wasn't. I'm not trying to steal it. I'm just saying. Is there a way that we can get this ship in a bottle?
Oh, if somebody can magic
Probably.
it down really small.
Interesting. I'm sure. Does Trollbro have like wizard people? I haven't
Well,
been
in
to
the
Trollbro,
bigger-
to be honest.
In the bigger towns, villages, and cities, probably.
Mm.
Ulfberg is on the way home. So we can stop there and see if they've got any information on that.
Sure.
You can always ask the Earl. Oh,
Yeah.
I cannot wait to see him again. Check in, make sure he's doing all right with my ship.
So you got protective over your ship in a bottle, but you have another ship that's being made for you?
It was supposed to have been made a long time ago, but a certain somebody dragged his feet for as long as absolutely possible, so I still don't have it.
I'm surprised you didn't just beat him up.
I came no, he's the Earl.
No.
I'm his bodyguard.
Well, as his bodyguard, I mean, you can guard his body by being the first to beat him up, right? And so no one else can.
Why weren't you with this party a long time ago? I really, really love the way you think. We're going
I
to
just-
be great friends.
I just do what needs to be done. Is there any undead in Trollbro? You have any zombies?
No. I can't speak for
there
anything that's happened since we've left.
Are
There shouldn't be.
oh my gosh! What about the fungus?
Ew.
Fungus?
Oh God, no.
Oh no!
They're disgusting. They're the one thing that I can't stand because of their disgusting noises.
Fungus?
They're alive and they're evil. And they're
And
disgusting.
they turn things into like the goats. You guys
Didn't
remember
we-
the goats and the
We
troll?
We destroyed them though, right? All of them. Didn't we burn it down?
No, because there was one outside of Felix's house in Sorlinsby.
Was he the
Remember?
guy you killed?
No, I killed his partner.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Oh, God. Can
Well, it
we
sounds like this will be a fun family reunion then. I'm excited
Let's
to go back to your
avoid
hometown you've left in disarray.
Sorlinsby. Let's avoid Sorlinsby.
But Uno's never seen it. We should at least make a pit stop.
Well, then I'm staying with the boat.
How far are we from Sorlinsby?
Still probably a couple of days away. So by this
Okay.
point, you can see below you approaching. You're flying over this marshy wetland, and anyone who's more looking out than engaged in conversations, I'll leave it up to your judgment. May make me a perception check if they wish.
I am doing that.
But beneath you can see this marshy land, which is makes up what's called Breeder's Mere. And beyond that, the coastline, this fjord, and beyond that, the southern edge of Isfjell.
I got an 11, which is
Okay.
the same as my passive.
All right.
But I wanted to make sure that was connected.
And an 11. Can anyone bring me higher than an 11? 11, the highest on the cards.
Well, if I'm not really paying attention to that, but flying the boat, I couldn't see over the side. So
What's your
that's why I was
passive?
asking.
I'm not
No,
paying. I'm
you
not
can-
paying attention. I can give you my passive though.
Adair, you can see because
Okay,
you know
my
from
passive is
the
19.
19.
My passive's 12.
But definitely from the helm, you can see in front of the boat. That would be very, very worrying boat design otherwise. So yeah, the rest of you are busy discussing like Solensby and past events and murder fungus. And as the boat sails on through the sky towards Isfjell, Adair, you catch a glimpse of movement off out of the corner of your eye, off out across the sea from where you're flying, sort of at the very edge of the horizon, so still quite a long way off. A glimpse of two large flying shapes just wheeling together on the horizon, off to the east.
If I might interrupt for a moment.
Mm.
And it just points off in that direction.
I look in that direction.
And that point out, you can just see, I'm talking like miles and miles in the distance, just a glimpse of these winged shapes, sort of catching the light of the sun, and this distant glint of possibly the glint of sunlight on scales off in the distance.
There's two of them? Do they look
Two.
like they're dancing? Sky dancing? Because if they are, we don't want to be anywhere near that.
Welcome to Isfjell OnlyFans.
Welcome to Isfjell. My players will ruin everything.
Bless you.
It's hard to determine from this distance, but you know, it's probably best not to risk it.
It's early spring,
You wanted a
Yes.
dragon.
and now we've got two that look like they might. I'm going to do a nature check just to make sure if I think it is that they are mating or not. That's an 18?
Probably yes.
Yeah, they're mating.
You could capture a breeding pair, raise dragonlets, or whatever they're called.
No. No.
Yeah, right. No, Adair, go. Let's catch them.
They're
You know how
going
much
to be
money
more
we can make?
violent.
I'm sure they're
There.
friendly.
They're going to be more violent. Much more violent.
Adair,
So
you
let's-
have the chair. Your
Your decision.
We need a decision here. Which way do you want to go? Let's let the new person decide. Uno, you wanted a dragon.
But this
Two of
is-
them for
but-
free.
But this is like the very dangerous two dragons will die kind of situation, though, I assume. I do want a dragon skull, but I don't want my skull also appearing in the process. So, I don't know. Probably avoid them. As much as that pains me to say.
All right, we shall chicken out.
Oh, don't say it like that, you...
Actually,
okay,
I just had a thought. If we have to go back to the fell and fight the dragon there, we're probably gonna need the practice.
Well, I don't want her practice to kill us, otherwise we won't be able to go back.
I mean, the fell is the land of the dead. This could be a shortcut.
Let me show you a little something, and I am going to cast Primal Savagery like I did when I first flew the ship way back when. And cause the ship to grow thorns along its side. We do have some combat abilities.
Alright. I don't use my crossbow often, but I'll do it if I have to.
And besides, this time I'm sure I won't throw everybody off the ship. Sorry, Aldous.
And
what? Hello?
that was fun. I've gotten stronger too since last time, so okay, yeah, let's do it.
Jeez. Okay. Alright.
Can we tell if one of them is a green dragon?
At this distance, well, if you're turning towards them, I'll give you.
Can we
I will
roll
make,
for
make a check
Greendar?
on this.
Can we roll for Greendar
make a
from
perception
Kasara?
check. Yes, you can make me a perception check on the color of these dragons from a safe distance.
For me, that is a dirty 20.
I also got a dirty 20.
Right.
You've definitely not green. You reckon these are red?
Darn. We can't use Kasara as bait then.
Red and definitely larger than the white one you fought before.
Does anyone know anything about red dragons?
Doesn't red typically mean fire?
Kasara, you would know about red dragons.
I was about to say, I know. If I could get the disembodied voice in the sky to relay some information about red dragons.
Red dragons?
Which I will then relay to the party.
Are some of the most dangerous, most powerful and vicious dragons out there. And they breathe fire, and they are very probably the colour of dragon that attacked your village on Denvala. If it was burned to the ground, that would have been pretty much almost definitely a red dragon.
Oh yeah, I'd say let's go kill them.
Okay. In our wooden ship, let's go fight the red dragon. Woo!
sorry, correction. Red dragons.
Wait. Who can fly?
I mean, I don't have wings, but I can try.
Don't you still have the... Don't you still have the thing from
the falling thing, right?
Yeah.
I have Ring of Feather Falling and Ring of Air Elemental Command.
I'm
I
keeping
have a
my
mystery tin with a creature in it.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Mm-hmm.
May as well if our boat's gonna be set on fire. Let's just go crazy. I'd like to keep my feet on the ship, though. I'm not really a fan of being airborne. Not really a fan of being anything other than on the ground, to be honest.
But this has been fun, right?
Oh, something like that, yeah.
I mean, I suppose we could go around them if we have to, though that's the less fun option.
Well, they make pretty good money, their skins and meat and things, too.
Yeah, I don't know, why not at this point, right? Why not?
So
Let's go.
let me get this clear. You are detouring from your flight plan to go and hunt dragons.
2 of them. Red. Run our
Okay.
ship down. Yep. While we're missing a party member. Yep.
Well,
Are we really sure about this? Adair.
seems a bit
Or-
dangerous.
We could always stop at Ulfberg and prepare to fight them, or come back on our way to Denvala and then fight them.
There's plenty of red dragons in Denvala.
Well, then, do we want to avoid these ones and go to Denvala and fight those ones there?
We need a party vote.
I don't feel like voting today. I just don't feel up for it.
Torvald says no.
That's an abstention. I've lost my voice.
Thanks for telling us out loud that you lost your voice. It's very helpful.
No, I meant that my accent had gone completely up.
You sound so much like the voice in the sky. Torvald is our god. Okay, never mind.
I realize.
Maybe we should just get the ones in. It's likely they're not the ones that attacked your home.
Should we at least warn people that there's dragons nearby? Maybe stop in
I'm
Ulfborg and
surprised
have
Red
them take care of it?
I'm surprised red dragons are this far. That's a problem.
That is a problem. Yeah, we can let the nearest town know, and then we can also let people in Ulfberg know.
Okay, so is that a no on the red dragon hunting for now?
We're
now.
just messengers for now.
Okay, so yeah, you as you correct course, for a while you could still see the dragons on the horizon, and then they pass out of sight. Just they were quite a
Oh, we're
long
not
way in the
watching.
distance.
That would just be disgusting.
Well,
What
Adair
kind of
doesn't
people
see-
do you think we are?
No comment. No comments at all. But yes, by the time night falls again, you are now in Isfjell. You're still, probably some miles short of Ulfborg. You're in the sort of the southern reaches of Isfjell, which some people in Trellbro will tell you isn't really Isfjell at all. Like, these in the Trellbro view are the soft southerners of Isfjell. The border and trade more with the south. But yeah, you can either camp out again, or you can seek the hospitality of locals if you wish.
I think since we are technically in the country, Isfjell, we're safe in an inn tonight if you'd like.
I didn't really get to have any meat last time, so that'd be nice. Ale. Company that isn't panicking about time resetting every few minutes.
Sure do wish we had a never-ending supply of ale. For free.
It seems like time's resetting when Krasara talks.
What? So,
Well, Torvald
what's your
can make
second
you
favorite
ale.
color? No. No, thank you, Torvald. You rest. What's your second favorite color, Tiss?
Red.
No, what's really your second favorite color? Is it blue, purple? It's purple, isn't it?
No comment.
no, no one. Just curious.
But yeah, you sort of find somewhere. Perhaps if you've headed for the nearby town, which is Odensesk, you can find some sort of inn there if you wish.
Yep.
As you And are you dramatically landing your boat outside of town, or are you landing it further and just sailing casually down? What kind of entrance do we want to make here?
I want to make the least conspicuous entrance possible.
So we're landing on top of the inn.
Awesome.
No. This isn't Adair's inconspicuous. I mean, really inconspicuous.
Right. Yeah, so you might have to get the oars out to row the boat inconspicuously down, because you're still mastless, I think. And as the boat sort of pulls up to the harbour from the open space, one of the locals calls out and goes, "What happened to your mast?"
I don't know. It was like that when we got it.
Do you have a shipwright?
I have a question out of character.
Yeah.
Do we still have the mast, or did we leave that behind? Did it land? It landed on the boat, didn't
It
it?
probably would have landed on the boat, yeah. Like, it was just kind of snapped.
Okay.
Unless you've tossed it overboard since.
Mm-mm.
Hmm,
No,
why would
because
do
we
that?
could use it we could repair with it.
Yeah, it could have been mended, right, or something like that.
Yeah,
I
but we didn't
think
have
you
the
can mend
strength
it,
to
but
lift it.
Yeah, it's getting it upright that would probably be the issue. Without correct things, he looks at it and goes, "Yeah, we got shipwrights. Yeah, we've got a few. If you stick around a couple of days, I can find someone to get this fixed. I mean, we've not got quite so many as Ulfborg. They've got a lot up there, but there was this nice wood elf lady passing by a while back, but I don't know if she's still in town. But she might be able to help you fix up the mast if you can find her.
Which way was she going?
Oh, I'm not sure. She had a lot of stuff on.
Okay.
But-
Where's the inn?
Oh, yeah, we got an inn up there. The Thunderer's Rest.
Sounds like,
Sounds like a
nice
perfect
Torvald
place
as
for
well.
you to mend, Torvald.
Mm-hmm.
They've got good ale and real nice mutton stew.
Mutton.
Oh, dear.
All right.
That sounds excellent. Let's
You guys are
go.
you guys are going to be drunk and stuffed.
Thank God.
Where's the shipwrights?
Just along there. If you take your boat along, they'll sort out prices later when they've had a chance to think
Look at
about
it.
the economy and look at it.
All right.
But yeah, it's a bit quiet in town at the moment. Most of the traders and things have gone up to Ulfborg for the King's Moot. Well, Earl's Moot. I don't know what we call it. Basically, planning where we're raiding, that sort of stuff. The time has come again. Got to work out where we're heading.
Sounds
Such
fun.
a fun season.
Yeah. So yeah, the Earl's headed up there along with a lot of his people.
Oh, fair warning, we saw 2 mating dragons, and she points in the direction we saw them.
Hopefully. Yeah, I heard some rumors that there's been been more dragon sightings in recent days over near Axby and out east. Don't know. Sign of troubled times, There's dragons in the east, giants stirring in the north, and
What sorts
Living-
of dragons?
red uns, most of the reports, not our normal sorts.
No, they shouldn't be this far north.
But hopefully they're just passing through. They'll go out, bother them islanders.
What islanders?
Fire islanders, Fire Islands dragons to go together like I don't know, Trollborough and trolls.
You're a troll.
What did I say?
She'll just sort of start walking off towards the inn.
You head on over over at the Thunderer's Rest. There's, as you said, it's quite quiet in the tap room. There are a few travelers drinking, a few like traders who've stopped off for the night. You see, there's a group of 3 that have stopped and playing a game of cards on one table. Most of the others appear to be like solitary travelers, just shoveling in stew and like washing down ale. But the woman who runs the inn sort of welcomes you in and goes, "Evening, what can I get for you? You want rooms or just a good meal?"
Rooms and a good meal.
That I can do for you. You just passing through, or you staying out in Sisk a while?
2 to 3 days, depending on how long it takes to repair the boat.
Hitting a storm, were you? Or
our only mast is broken clean off.
It hit us like a stone wall, didn't it, Aldous? It was a very, very rough storm.
Very rough.
Worst storm ever.
Fire.
I can do all.
It was just horrid.
Oh, that's awful. That's awful. We've had some bad weather this winter. Awful storms blowing down from the north.
Brutal. Came out of nowhere.
Just see the snowfall. My cousin was going down from Lettiswell and the pass was snowed in for like an entire week. It was awful. But yeah, I can do you 3 nights, meals all in for the 5 of you for, let's say, 15 gold pieces.
All right.
Sorry, what?
Wait. I think that sounds a
No.
little steep.
Yeah.
That's a fair price.
No, it's not. That's a highway robbery.
I have limited knowledge of how the economy works, but I do know that I tried to buy a potion for almost that same amount, and that doesn't seem fair.
No, you're gonna need to drop your price.
If you're buying your potions for that much, then I wouldn't drink them. They might be those dodgy ones,
Ones
going
that make
around.
you.
Yeah, those ones.
Yeah.
So,
Wait, how many rooms are included?
2 rooms, 3 beds in one, 2 beds in the other.
Haven't we paid like silver in the past for that?
This is for 3 nights.
No.
And unless
That
the
sounds
food
like
is
highway
exceptionally good.
Whoever's
that seems
taking the
very
lead
high.
on this, make me probably a persuasion check with advantage for the assistance of the group.
I'd
Or
probably
intimidation if you're doing more.
I was
I'd probably step away from
let's
the
do
group, actually.
intimidation, because she.
Yeah.
was
I will assist with my whichever. What do you guys want?
I'll step away from the group and see if I can find someone else who's sitting in here and be like, "Hey, how much are you being charged?"
Yes.
Yeah, you step away. The nearest table is this, like, the card players, and the woman at the table looks up and goes, "Sorry?
Are you staying here at this inn?
Yeah.
How much did you pay?
You paid what was it there? 8 silver for a night each. They're like robbery, I tell you."
Cool. Well, they're trying to charge us 15 gold. Do you think there's any reason for that?
People will try anything these days.
Oh, we told them our mass is broken. Oh, she's gonna walk back.
Who is planning to do this negotiation? I mean, I was just.
I think it was
grabbing
Kasara
them.
mainly, right?
Zara, the woman doesn't look very intimidated by you. She kind of looks like
Oh, hold on just a moment, because Adair, I didn't know she rolled yet. I didn't realize she
Oh,
was
yeah?
rolling
Oh, yes,
in roll
yeah.
20. So can I still do what I'm going to do?
Yes, you may.
Okay.
Yes, you may.
The tattoo on the back of his hand lights up a little bit, and he puts his hand on her shoulder and says, you can handle this, and you get to add 3 to your roll.
So 15.
How about we say... Hang on. I have to do quick maths here. This is the main floor is here. I'm 10 gold, 3 nights. All of you all in.
Oh,
Including
no.
meal.
5 gold, all 3 nights, including meals and drinks.
Let's say 8 and leave it
Fine.
at that. I can't do for 5. I've been making a loss.
She'll flex a little bit. 5. I know other
8
people are
is
paying.
the cheapest I could possibly go.
6.
What part of cheapest I can possibly go do you not understand?
6.
You'll
Hey,
have...
lady.
Yes?
I would just inform that other people here are paying silver for their nights. Just because our mast is broken doesn't mean we're stuck here. It doesn't mean you
Yes,
can
they're
raise
paying
prices.
silver each. There's 5 of you. 3 nights? I'm giving you a bargain here. Okay. So,
I'm gonna do the math. And Uno goes and
She's
does
like,
the math.
"Hold on."
very
okay, look, I know that some of you, not everyone, but let's say there's 5 people for 2 nights. That's 10 times the silver price. So if I charge you 8 silver per room per night, no, 8 silver per bed per night, that comes to 8 gold for 2 nights. I'm giving you an extra night free. This is a good
8.
deal.
8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 is 40.
40.
40 plus 40 plus 40. That's just 120, right?
Mm-hmm.
How much is that in gold?
Isn't it 1,000 silver to a gold?
No, it's 10.
It's 10. So that's 12 gold.
Yes, I told you. I'm giving you a good
the math
deal.
checks out. Wait, but no, that person said 8 silver is also highway robbery, so you're charging all of us way too much. Just because the math checks out doesn't mean that the prices are right. You almost got me.
8. Fine. 6 gold. Just shut up.
I pulled the 6 gold out of my pouch.
Separating it out from the mountains of gold.
Terrible.
And the woman
Don't
returns
try to
a
rob
later
us.
and like spoons you out some stew. You do note that you've got about half as much stew in your bowl as everyone else in this inn.
Who, me? Or all of us?
All of you.
All right.
But we burned down the inn, right?
Now we'll let the dragons do it. That's why we kept them alive.
Mm.
It's one of the fixed of D&D. No matter how much money you have, no matter what stakes you've got, they will always quibble the inn bill. But yeah, you've got your stew, you've got a comfortable table in this inn, and with the innkeep glaring at you from behind the bar.
Everything that we get from now on needs to be itemized. I'm not having it.
Very good at
Is the
this,
stew is the stew and the ale good? That is the question.
Yes, it is very good.
That's fine. I'll pay more for it.
It's a very nice inn, actually. It's much more comfortable than some of the ones you've seen in other places.
If I go and find a sheep and kill it, can I get more?
Is it
That
your
way,
sheep?
I'm paying for like the labor. Well, no, I'll just find sheep exist, right? Just like in the woods, I can go find one.
I'll just bring you back a dead sheep. Can I get more food? That's fair.
I'm supplying the labor and the recipe, so therefore the actual labor of the cooking should be cheaper.
He does have a fair point.
How many days did you say you were here for?
I can butcher a sheep.
I'm thinking it'll
3.
probably take about 15 days, maybe a little bit longer to repair the ship. Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I can give you a discount with my cousin who's a shipwright. Get you out of town in like 2 days.
That would be incredible.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You have to
And
pay him.
I'm gonna just
Yeah.
kind of lean back and put my arms out and look at everybody around the table and go, I told you things were looking good.
Oh,
So
thank
am I
you.
still
I
killing
can
that
wash my hair
sheep, or-
finally. Oh, that's
Oh.
the nicest compliment you've ever given me, Adair.
Mhm. It's the only compliment I've ever given you, Crisara.
That's why it's the nicest.
But you deserve it. You did a fine job. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
Uno, if you would really like to go kill a sheep, I think that's a wonderful thing to do. But just realize that if you find a sheep out somewhere, it may belong to someone, so we may incur a slight fee for the cost of the sheep.
Oh,
Unless, of
I'm not going to
course-
kill anyone else's sheep. I'm going to go find one in just like the woods.
Free-range sheep. They're
Hmm.
right out there with the buffalo and free-range chicken, I'm sure.
Yeah. I
Well,
found
we
a
could-
pig that one time, right? There was a boar and I killed it.
Uno.
Yes.
All sheep in this area are owned by farmers.
Ugh.
Well,
What's
surely
not
there's
owned
some
by
wild
farmers?
ones.
I can go kill like a quail. Make quail stew?
And
Probably roast a quail.
Do quail live here? Where are we?
Well, if you see any deer,
be
you can
careful,
take
our
them
ale, our
hide.
ale is quite strong.
We can make
Oh,
a deer
good.
some
No, no, we'll just-
underwear. Out of
Uno
deer
will
skin.
slam down some tankards.
Well, I think we have to figure out one thing before we retire for the evening. We have 2 rooms with an odd set of beds. Who's sleeping with Crisara?
Oh, we can stay up all night and talk about Dinvala, right? I'm fine with it.
Uno's with me.
Tough pals.
Wait,
she'll give you she'll give you a really
It's
great pat on the back.
Wait, 2 rooms, 3 rooms, and 3 beds in one, and 2 beds in the other.
Yeah, so me and Uno get that one.
So you're gonna leave me with Torvald?
And Adair. Uno and
No, you're
Crisara
right.
should-
Girls' night.
Uno and
Dude,
Crisara should chest
You're
bump.
tough, you're tough in like head. We're tough in like muscles. It'll work. Let's go.
Perfect. Brawn and brains.
And I'm not going to
Nerds.
make the joke that just popped into my head.
And
You
I-
totally should.
I support you in your restraint.
Make it in the chat.
Yeah, put it in the
At
chat,
least
yes.
we can experience it.
Yes. After a few more drinks and some good food, you head up to get a good night's rest. And I think this might be a good point to take our break before I forget
Sounds
about
good.
it.
When we come back, we'll be talking about boys. Ooh.
And all the green they wear.
Ugh.
Okay, we'll be back in a few minutes then. Yeah.
So, the next morning, after a good long night's rest, or if you choose a long night of staying up and gossiping, we know Adair.
And
Uh,
then I looked at the stars and I said,
Well,
No,
the stars are quite beautiful.
they are. They make wonderful designs. Have you seen the constellation that looks like a tree? It reminds me so much of my mother. Well, who was told to be my mother anyway, before that voice in the sky ripped my heart out, tore away my roots, and left me dangling like a thread on the edge of the universe.
We'll have to go see your mother soon.
I guess while we're back this way, that would be good.
But yes, after a good long night's rest, and Adair once more complaining about the tree not being his literal mother, you find yourselves down in the common room of the Thunderer's Rest, and as the innkeep comes over to dish out, offer you your breakfast, she goes, So, did you want to take my cousin up on the ship mending?
I think we're actually gonna see someone. I don't know if it was you or someone else, but they mentioned a wood elf, and I imagine their prices are gonna be lower. So we're probably gonna book it. Actually, can we get our money back?
She slides you 2 gold across the table and goes, "That's all the refund I'm giving you."
All right, whatever. I'm good with it. Y'all ready to leave?
I feel like it should have been 3 gold, but yeah. We were gypped on our food. I mean, the bowls were half full. Clearly, they had been eaten out of, and I found a hair.
Out of my end. Goodbye. Goodbye.
See ya.
You hear her muttering behind you as she slams the door.
It was. I mean, the stew was good. Whatever.
Did anybody else find a hair in their food? It's gross.
No.
Blonde. I don't
No.
know.
No, I think there
I
was
didn't get
only.
any hair.
I think there was only goat in mine. No rabbits.
Goat. I thought it was sheep.
What's a
Well,
sheep?
you got
It was
mutton.
It was mutton.
That's a sheep,
Right?
right?
The wrong
That's a
order.
sheep.
Yes.
You're right. Right.
Ugh.
Once it's all mixed together and boiled away to nothingness,
Meat's
raw's
meat.
better. Fresh and raw is better. So
I've never had raw meat.
we can fix
All
that
right,
at some
well-
point.
Let's get
Sure.
to the ship. We're not too far from Ulfsborg.
Then, so if you set off, and you can be there in Ulfborg in about a day. So as you head up over this large inlet that's almost a lake called Attribution-ShareAlike, and by the time the sun is getting low in the sky, you can see Ulfborg laid out before you. And I'm going to give you the choice again if you want to approach by flight or approach by water.
I would think approach by water again.
Okay. So yeah, you land the boat out a bit in the lake and then head up sort of more discreetly towards the town. And I think you've all been here before apart from Uno, probably. I know you all have been through on the way out. And Uno's possibly hasn't visited this part of the world before. I'll leave it up to Uno. But you can see these string of shipbuilding yards and boats pulled up at docks. It's definitely a lot bigger than Trelbro, but it's still, as cities go, very small compared to some of the places you've seen in the wider world now. You can see these wooden houses, a lot of turf roofs, smoke rising from chimneys, and there are a lot of boats in the harbour, more so than normal. You can see there's larger trading vessels with Yorknets, so you can see a lot of longboats, quite similar in shape to the Cloud Maiden, but otherwise built of very different woods, with brightly patterned sails, that's the word. And Krasara, you would recognise a lot of these as the raiding vessels of various earls from around Isfjell. So, and Aldous as well. You see boats that have come down from Trelbro and from Lettisborg. There's a lot of people in town at the moment. And it's definitely, as you pulling up to the harbour, this almost festive atmosphere. You can hear singing echoing out from several of the inns and houses. A couple of people with mugs of ale sat on the wharf, discussing a ship. Going, yeah. So I got it reclinkered over the winter, and I've used rope in the joints to help with the waterproofing. And the other guy next to him going, oh yeah, I'm thinking about getting that done for my boat as well. But yes, as the town unfolds ahead of you, welcome to Ulfborg.
All right. I guess we pull up to an open space, dock, pull up onto the shore, I guess. And then look around, see what direction to go, where the inns and taverns are.
There's a bunch of inns, but not just inns. There's like, a lot of people will stay in cousins and families' longhouses, and like everyone's got a relative or two scattered around somewhere, or someone that they know that they owe a favor to, or no, other way around, owes them a favor.
For purposes of cosmic omen, are we considered to have had another long rest at this point?
Yes, we are.
It looks like another good day.
You're a fortune teller now? How are you doing this? How do you know this?
It's
I just get
probably the same thing he does for the weather.
I just have a feel for the way things will go. The stars guide me, and I just have a feeling about things.
So you're magic now? That's cool.
I've always been magic.
No, you've been a druid.
I am a powerful wizard. I thought we settled this. I even have the hat.
Love Badger.
There goes one of your minions.
You hear someone go, "Oh, bloody harbour rats!"
Hey, careful.
Hey,
He's friendly.
what? Oh, friendly or not, they bring the plague, don't you now?
Let's please.
They should have rats. That's what my mum told me.
Oh, do you know a good inn?
Inn's all full.
All of them?
All of them. You're late. Everyone else arrived in the town a few days ago.
Late for what?
The meeting, is that not what you're here for? You know?
Yes, it is.
All the earls and the folk gathered into town. I mean, when you've got the earls of every major town in Isfjell, plus all their retinue, and...
Is the Earl of Trellbro here, by any chance?
Yeah, him and his people are staying up that way.
Thank you.
But watch out for those Trellbro folk. They're weird up there.
We know. Thanks.
We were also looking for a shipwright that's a wood elf. Do you know anything about that?
Oh, I know what you mean. Invara. Can't remember which. Yeah, she's carpenter. You find her down that way, though. She's probably out somewhere drinking tonight. But in the morning, she's usually down at the end of that pier down there. She'll fix things up.
No, out drinking is our kind of people, so not a problem.
I will
Ask where she
telepath
drinks. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to lean into Uno and go, ask where she drinks.
Well, what inn typically does she?
2 ravens.
2 ravens. Okay.
Yeah, but the Trellbro lot are down at I really should write. It's just remember inns names. But I'm drunk when I go to half of them.
The lazy goat.
That's the one. Thank you. I mean, it's a bit poor, but the Trellbro lot, they got here late, and
They're always late.
they've got the furthest to come, I suppose. Apart from the Nomberg lot, but they arrived early. Well, I mean, you heard what happened with them. No,
we didn't. What happened?
Oh, they got kidnapped, but they got found again. It was a whole thing. Some crazy cult people wanted to kidnap the Volver of Nomberg. This was ages back in the winter.
Crazy cult people?
Oh yeah, I actually I heard it from what's her face, the elf, something about necromancers and the Black Ship Raiders lot. I don't know. I heard they're settled up Solensby way now.
Huh.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, they've been here a while.
You have been so helpful. And
Hey, that's
she'll
what
clasp
they call
hands and
me. Yeah, helpful
shake.
Hal.
Wonderful. Well, nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
I'll give him a gold for his information. Thanks.
Good.
Have a pint or two on us.
Thank you. I would, if you need any more information, I would be happy to be helpful again.
I would like to think that Torvald moans when she hands him the gold.
Yeah, he probably does.
Do we want to go have a chat with the Earl?
Let's do
Yeah.
that. Do we want to split up? 2 people talk to the elf about the ship, and 2 people talk to the Earl.
And Torvald just goes and fucks himself, huh?
Hey.
Torvald can go whichever way he
I've
wants.
got my friend's a
Stay with the
guard. He said he was going to come down to Ulfborg a while back. I need to go check in on if he's around.
No.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll go fuck myself. It's like I'm not even here.
Yeah.
Right through me.
You're just so quiet today. I'm sorry.
Got a headache, all right. My voice it keeps going up. Like, anyway, I'll see you in a couple of days. You stomp.
Sindri, stay with the boat, please. Lots of fish. Promise.
Oh.
I'd be happy to go talk with the elf wolfen, and then it seems like Kursara is interested in the Earl the most, so then it's just kind of up to Aldous and Adair where they want to go.
I'm going to go shopping.
Oh. Okay.
Does anyone need
Okay.
anything particular?
Actually, I wanted to get some things for my parents for leaving, but I can do that tomorrow.
Okay. So
I'll go with Uno. I'll go with Uno, so she's not alone. Kursara can deal with the Earl.
That's fine.
Oh, fine.
I can handle the Earl on my own.
Okay.
depends. Aldous, do you want to let Kursara go talk to the Earl on her own?
Here, how
We're
about...
trying to get rooms.
Or Aldous, you could go look for rooms. Or...
How about y'all go talk to the Earl? I'll accompany Adair on the shopping trip, and then we could all meet up for drinks before bed and talk to Ivara. I don't know her name. Never mind. I didn't say that. The
He
one
said her
else.
name.
Oh, he did say Ivara,
Yeah.
yes.
Ivara.
Do you have enough to go shopping for yourself?
All right,
Me?
let's...
No, but it'll be fun to watch someone shop that does.
Adair will reach
I'll
into
give
his
her
pouch
10
and
platinum.
I was going to say I will pull out 5 platinum and hand it to her.
Wow.
We're going to kill
15
Torvald.
platinum.
This is a lot, but not actually a lot of money. Thank you.
Oh, Scar's a heart. Just had a feeling out there we're spending money.
Never mind.
Let's go. She'll lace arms with Adair
Yeah,
and
so
look all well to do.
So Adair and Uno head out shopping, and for the sake of expedition, we're not going to play out every shop in town, but just, are you looking for anything in particular?
Looking for probably something, the parts to make a good knife. So some kind of metal bar, steel bar of some kind that would be.
Yeah,
So
you'd be able-
nothing fancy looking, just like a block of metal that you could make a good knife out of.
That would be very, very easy to find in this town. So yeah, you can find that, no problem at all, and buy it for an inconsequential amount of money.
Okay. Excellent.
And Yeah, oh no, you're learning. This, I see hands over money, throwing hands a thing. This is a
Absolutely riveting, to be honest.
Meanwhile, Chrysara and Aldous, you head over to the Lazy Goat, which is definitely not as nice a looking inn as the Thunderer's Rest was back in Othensaisk. You can see it's got this painted sign of like a sleeping goat painted up on it. And you can hear sort of the rowdy sound of lots of people sort of drinking and talking in the room. And believe you hear. And then what I said to her was, yes, I will give you a ship, but first, you must do something for me. And then she looked at me and she was like, yes, Earl, I whatever you say, I will go out. And she killed a dragon for me. And, you know, I'm... Why is everyone quiet? Hi, Chrysara. Aldous?
Telling stories again, are you?
Just lightening the mood a little, trying to entertain some of these Ulfborg folks.
Is that exactly how that story went?
No, I may have embellished it a little, and the Earl of Trelver sort of stands up, brushes down his trousers, and like wipes some ale off his hand, and then extends it to Chrysara.
She'll just give him a big, heavy, hard clap on the shoulder.
Well, it's good to see you again. It's been, well, months.
Late to the Raiders meeting, are we? That didn't used to happen before.
Look, that's because before, you had everyone in the town riled up to arrive 3 days early.
Made us look good, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Perhaps a little overkeen, but yes, it did. Look.
And now you're stuck in this?
Yes.
The next town over's making fun of us, aren't they?
Yes.
And whose fault is that?
Mine. Chrysara, why don't we continue this conversation somewhere in private, where...
yeah.
You're,
like this...
Aldous, you're welcome to...
Yes, most definitely. Let me get the ale.
Yes. Chrysara. Look. I honestly didn't expect you to see you again so soon.
Of course you didn't.
No, it's been a while. You here after Amalia?
No. How has she been?
She's been Amalia. She's up at the King's Hall now.
That's interesting. I thought she was with her boyfriend.
Oh, she's dragged him down here too. Lovely lad, but I sometimes worry about him. No offense meant, but you two are a formidable pair, and you know, he's a sweet lad, though.
I drop an ale in front of Chrysara and one in front of me. You already have your own.
I see how it is, but yeah. So Amalia came back a couple of months back, talking about druids and all sorts of things, and then she was fiddling around with some of the things. I think it was something that those raiders left behind ages ago. She was fiddling around with that, but she came down here. She had headed down here to look for a wizard or something. She thought she might have a better chance down here. But yeah, she's staying up at the King's Hall. He seems quite impressed by her magical abilities, to be honest. She's caused quite a stir. I said she was wasted mending nets. Like, you know, she's
She made the best nets. I wouldn't say it was wasteful. But
oh no,
sure.
she makes the best nets, but she is also, you know, no slight on Saga or Sloane, but she is a powerful mage, and yeah, Trelborough has not seen her like for a while. Yes. Oh yeah, what were you saying?
Speaking of, did you know if there were red dragons in the area?
What, this far north?
Yeah, we saw some mating.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Aldous, I don't think that's the part we should proudly tell anybody.
No, but the fact that they're mating means they found a place to stay permanently.
Means there's more than one of them.
They're going to be raising a brood.
So the last thing I want is more dragons.
And red dragons at that.
Mm.
Speaking of which, how's that ship coming along? Should be finished now, huh?
It is. Yeah. It's well, my son's got it at the moment because we didn't know when you'd be coming back, so there was no point leaving it to rot up in Trelborough. But yeah, it's finished. That Amalia's lad he did a good job on it. He's came along nicely as a carpenter. Oh, what's his name? Calder. Oh, you know him.
He's my brother.
Ah, I knew there was some sort of connection. But yeah, no, he's come along nicely. But yeah, as a carpenter. But yeah, I was sad to lose him if Amalia stays down here. But
so, to get to the point, there are no open rooms anywhere.
Oh, yeah. That's what happens to being late.
Oh yeah, that's why we're staying with you. Thanks.
Oh, I could probably put the pair of you up, yeah.
Well, don't forget Torvald. He's here too.
Oh, Torvald, yes.
And Dare the Druid, who left with us.
Yeah, the end is nigh guy?
Yes, and we've found everything he's said to be true.
Oh. So the end is nigh?
The end is nigh.
And
and we
Ira.
have one more.
She was all...
well,
she's okay, right? I mean, she was
fine now. But she's gone to take care of a few things on her own. So we ended up having someone else join us for a little while. And she's with us now. Her name's Uno. So we need room for all 5 of us.
I can probably do it if I shuffle some people around. When I say it's not going to be luxurious, like we're cheek by jowl in here, but
would have been a lot nicer if you had gotten here on time. She'll take a sip of her ale.
Yes, it would. Well,
Yeah,
I have missed you. But you're back in time for raiding season. If you're intending to stick around.
Unfortunately, no.
No?
We are headed to Dinvala.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Oh, don't worry, I'll be back.
That's what... I was going to say that's what everyone who sails out to Dinvala says, but you actually...
We actually do make it back.
Yeah. Oh. What was I going to say? yes, we're. Well, I was going to say, if you're sticking around, you're welcome to come along to the Earl's Moot tomorrow. But if you're not around for the raid, then...
No, but there's more
May.
information we can get from that, at least.
And I can make sure you don't go anywhere stupid like you did that one year, and we got nothing.
Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about that. In hindsight, poor choice. But yeah, I'll get some of my men to make up some beds for you, and would you like me to send a message up for Amalia at the hall, or do you want to go look for it yourself?
No, if you want to send a message, I'd be grateful. Be much quicker.
All right. Well, and bring your friends here. You can. You've got a bed for the night. The next few nights, if you need it. And
Thank you. We really appreciate it. And she's going to smile her best smile.
And the Earl, he smiles back because, despite himself, he has
Grown on him like a fungus.
Speaking of fungus. All right.
Yeah, well, there you go. It nods you on your way. And by this point, Adair, you've completed your shopping. Was there anything else you want to do, or are you going with Uno to look for Ivara?
I guess I'll accompany Uno. If that's okay with Uno. I mean,
With the idea that the other two are kind of grouping up at some point. But yeah, you head over to the Two Ravens. You can see it's definitely nicer than the Lazy Goat. But not. It's one of the nicer inns in town. But it's more nice that I've forgotten where I was going with that sentence. Let's just scratch that from the record. I had a thing I was going to say and it didn't work out.
Well, I'm just curious.
Sometimes.
I know that most pubs, taverns, and inns have a really nice sign outside. What does the Two Ravens sign look like? I'm just really curious.
It's got two ravens on it.
Just two ravens. Okay. I was just curious.
What color are they?
That's why it's called the Two Ravens. It's
what color are the ravens, and are there details on them?
Black.
What do the feathers look like? Black. Okay.
Two black ravens on a sign. Most of the signs of inns are pretty descriptive. Like, the inn probably gets its name from what was painted on the sign rather than the other way around.
Interesting.
Yeah, as you head in amongst the clientele, there's a right mix of locals and people who've come from further out of town. But there is one wood elf sat at the bar, and well, Moira, what does she look like?
Ivara is a wood elf with pretty tanned skin, short cropped hair. She has like a lean muscle to her, but she's very lithe, and she is drinking a lot of ale, smoking a lot of tobacco in her pipe, and just has kind of an overall jovial demeanor amongst the regulars at the inn.
Right. So yeah, there's not that many elves around in Isfjell, so it's quite easy to make out Ivara at the bar. And well, I'm very tempted just to say over to you, Moira, because if for those of you who don't know, this was Moira's one-shot character, and I'm just, but I feel that's kind of mean. So, as a DM, I have to time, so over to you, Moira.
That's fair. Hello. Are you Ivara? I'm taking both, or are you taking it?
I can take Ivara if you want.
Sure, whatever you want. she's simple.
Yeah,
she's rough and tumble. Yeah.
Who's asking?
Oh, we are. My name's Uno, and then this is Adair, and we just have a mask that we need to be fixed.
She kind of. She looks at the two of you. She pauses for a minute, looks Adair up and down. Gives a.
You're my first
What, do you
wood
know
elf.
each other or something?
No. The name just sounded familiar.
We have been traveling across a lot of stuff recently, doing a lot of cool things. I'm actually from the Diamond family. You may have heard of me. I go around, I kill undead. It's kind of a big deal.
Not here. I think I'm not that familiar. You come up these paths before?
You've heard of Adair?
Well, I am, quite, anyway.
No, only because I think it was probably Scard was pestering Pivy about him for some reason.
Ivy.
Big Goliath woman, twice orphaned.
She's here somewhere.
I think she's up with the rest of the Goliath traders on the edge of town. But we got caught up in a thing a while back. But yeah, you said something about a ship.
Yeah, we got into a bit of a storm, I guess is what we're calling it. Broke our mast, just clean off. It's still on the ship, we just need to get it rightened and repaired. We had someone trying to charge us quite a bit for it.
How much were they trying to charge?
Oh, Adair, do you remember?
Too much.
Yeah, too much. How much are you charging?
3 gold.
Nice. That's perfect. And she'll hand over
I know a guy with some.
Should I just give her a platinum?
Some mending spell, and as long as you get it up right, it's.
Yeah, we want it done right and well. So I think if it's 3 gold, that platinum's fair. I'm not real good at the currency thing, but
no, me either. That's fine. I'll hand over platinum. As quick and right as you can for the platinum.
But yeah.
We're trying to make our way
less than a day. I've got a few things, but I can get it done by tomorrow.
Okay, that would be great.
That seems incredibly fast.
Like end of tomorrow.
Awesome.
Like I say,
thank you.
Wood. I'm a wood elf. It just comes naturally.
Nah, that's cool.
And with that, Adair's gonna kind of lean in and look a little bit more. And I don't know, wood elf. I'd expected you to have more knots.
I think the only knots she does is the ones at sea. Isn't that a measurement? That's a thing, right?
Yeah, that's a thing.
Nice. I keep surprising myself. Let's leave on a high note. Wait, does this inn have meat, like meat stews that they aren't charging like a bunch of gold for? Yeah. Or just meat in general? Like a turkey, that'd be good.
A what?
Just like a turkey leg? Do y'all have those? Do y'all do turkey?
That is a very good question. That let's not get too far into the ecology. Let's say, yeah, we got turkey.
Nice. I'll take a leg and we'll be on our way, I think. Adair, do you want to go check out that Pivy person?
Sure. Let's, if we're going to meet with the traders, though, I think your idea is good. I think we should, find a goat or a hog or something, and I'll go ask the master of the tavern if they have anything like that.
Sure.
Dead or alive?
Alive.
I'll point you in the direction of some livestock.
Okay.
Yeah. You want a goat? 2 gold.
No problem.
Someone will happily sell you a goat. Don't even question what you're going to do with it.
Hey, what kind of town is this?
Well, one goes like, yeah. Yeah, I'm almost sold out of goats for the sacrifices. We've got
Yes.
to wish the raiding ships good luck.
As we walk away with the goat, I'm gonna look over and, I knew a goat named Fireheart once. And
Goat looks up, looks back.
So is this goat for me or is it for the other person?
It's a gift for the traders. It's bad form to show up without something. So, but I guarantee you, you'll have your opportunity for as much of the goat, and just looking dead eye at the goat, as much of the goat's meat as you want.
Cool. Sounds good. Do we want to meet up with the others, or do you want to do this kind of by yourself?
I'm fine if you want to come along, but I'm going to go there first because I've been away for a while.
Sure. Yeah, whatever.
So,
who is this Pivy person?
A very good friend.
Cool.
I dig it. Let's go.
Okay, so the two of you head up to the outskirts of Ulfborg, where there is this essentially trading encampment for like a group of Goliath traders. So they've probably come down because it's the Elsmoot and this is a very busy time. There's a lot of people in town. You can see a bunch of tents pitched out on the edge of town, gathered around this large cooking fire. And
I will look around for the tents belonging to the leader of her tribe.
Yeah, you can make them out. In fact, see off to one edge the tents of Pivy's people.
And I will walk into that area and request a meeting with the chieftain.
And I'm gonna give him down. One turns to the other and, do you speak Giant?
And I will say in perfect Giant, just a little.
I guess. Well, welcome. He sort of looks at the goat.
A gift.
Thank you. And what brings you here to us today?
I came to see my friend.
You find a yes, next door. I'll just send word that you're around. You've been gone a long while.
Had some important business to attend to.
And are you here as well? You don't really understand what they're saying, I don't think.
Nope, I have no idea what's going on. I'm just kind of smiling and nodding. It's worked for her a bunch of times before.
Kind of as an afterthought, I'll turn and go, oh, and this is my friend Uno. And then still in Giant, Uno, this is the tribal chieftain, and yeah.
She'll like kind of she assumes I assume this person is wearing something that denotes that they're probably higher up in rank or they look nice.
Got some nice bear furs. I can't remember how tall Uno is again. I think
she's like 5'11" or so.
So this Goliath sort of looks down on her. He's about 7 foot tall.
So. Cool. She'll just kind of salute up to him.
Yeah. Gives her a nod and says in common, "Welcome. The gift is much appreciated."
Also, we've seen some dragons.
Yes.
They were, well, anyway, some red dragons, a couple of them. Thought you might need to know that.
Yes, we'd heard there's trouble out in the east, on the edge. We have enough of our own problems on the ice these days.
Well, if you happen into a dragon skull, my friend here is interested in one and would be happy to pay well for it.
There's Isfjell. I think they've got a dragon skull up there. Yeah. Rather nice one. Last I heard, it was hanging above the entrance to the family house up there. But they're decent folk, and you might be able to part them from it if you offer them something to good in return.
All right.
Depending on what you want it for.
Look at that. What is the trouble up on the ice? Anything we can help with?
Oh. Giants. Making a lot of noise more than usual. Odd bunch as well. You've got the normal frost giants, but I think I saw a couple of cloud giants out there with them as well.
Well, you know,
making trouble.
If you know you need anything, all you have to do is ask. That's
the whole thing. They didn't really trouble us, the cloud giants, when they came through. They were asking questions about Isfjell mostly. Yeah. Something about someone called Torvald.
Interesting. Well, I will keep my ears open, see if I find out anything. Thank you.
Yeah. And at that point, like, the entrance to the tent, the flaps open, and you see this Goliath woman enter. And she looks, well, actually, what does she look like, Actaea?
Very tall, rather dark-skinned, black hair that's kind of top knotted and down because part of it's been shaved off, and you can see where it's growing back, but it's going to take a little while. And of course, lines throughout. And Actaea kind of goes beet red for a moment, as he realizes he's standing next to Uno. And this is my friend Uno. Uno, this is my friend Ivy, the twice orphaned.
Just a friend now.
And he will reach in and bring out the medal and hand it to her and go, I thought you might like this.
She looks at it for a moment, turns it back and forth, and then sort of breaks out into a really big smile. Like, she just looks down, like, next time at least tell me when you're leaving.
It was
and then just like drags him into a
this is so fun.
It was Harry, and he told me I needed to go do this, and so I
it's fine.
She patting him on the head.
Uno's losing it.
Come on, let's take a walk. You can tell me all about it.
No.
Blame Harrian for everything.
Oh, I always do. If you she likes meat, pointing to Uno, and please.
And sort of Pivy steers Actaea out of the tent into, you see the under the starlight. Take a nice walk and catch up on everything that's been going on since they last met. And the chieftain looks at Uno and goes, "Oh, meet we can do. Come on." And beckons her to join the rest of the traders around the fire, where they're busy roasting not this goat, a previous goat.
A shared language, food.
But yeah, so as the night winds on, I can't remember if Chrysara and Aldous had any other business they wished to attend to that night.
We were going to meet Adair and Uno at the Two Ravens. But I guess they left before we showed up because we had to deal with the Earl. So we go to we go there, and I guess we wait until they come back.
Time passes by.
If you want, Ibarra probably would have pointed y'all in the direction of where we went, so you could meet us there.
Just like they went to meet the Goliath.
Okay.
And yeah, if you head up to the Goliath, you'll find Uno sat with a bunch of Goliath traders round a fire, sharing some mysterious drink that's possibly made. It's sort of infused with almost piney flavors up from the northern forests.
Does it have alcohol in it?
Yes.
Yeah! Una is so happy. She's around a bunch of really tall, beefy people, and they're eating meat and giving her alcohol, and she is drinking so much. So if you want me to make a constitution roll or anything, she is going to get sloshed.
I will have a constitution roll for anyone that's getting sloshed today, and the effects will play out tomorrow.
Excellent.
But yeah, they'll offer for Chrysara and Aldous to join them if you know sort of.
I got a 14, but I'll choose to be drunk regardless. It's just how much it'll hurt in the morning.
Yeah, this is more how much it'll hurt in the morning. You're still welcome to become
excellent.
Be drunk.
Cool. So Aldous and Chrysara would come in, and I would just, guys.
I love to think as well that at least some of the Goliaths are more drunk than Uno.
Hey!
She's drinking them under the table.
Yes. I've never stayed in the city like this for this long. They don't have any undead. There's no reason for me to be here, but this is a good reason to be here. This is awesome.
Wait till you visit my family.
Oh my gosh. That would be so cool.
Welcome to Isfjell. They're all drunk here all the time.
It's awesome. I usually avoid this area because it's too cold for most people to be dead and stay living, so pretty cool.
How's the drink?
That's good. It tastes like I don't even know what tree this is, but it's got like tree in it. You want to have it? She'll hand you her cup.
I will drink some of her cup, but probably not nearly as much as she has.
And for the sake of the drunkenness, I'll say that actually, no, what's fitting given the location? This is essentially more of a piney infused vodka.
Delicious.
And Uno's drinking it by the cup.
Wait, it's vodka.
Yeah, she's drinking it by the cup.
For my 17-year-old. Do I have to make a constitution save?
Anyone who's drinking a decent amount of this stuff needs to make a constitution save for the results the next day.
Got an 8.
14.
Oh, Aldous. You're going to regret this.
First time she's had vodka. Vodka.
But yes, you're definitely going to regret this. If definitely tomorrow, possibly in like an hour's time. But yeah, drink flows freely. People start exchanging stories of traveling. You could get the impression that these traders, they travel not just down to Isfjell, but all the way across like the bitter ice. Like they'll travel all the way out into the west and like almost as far as places you've been out there. And they trade with druids in the forest and the orcs out in Drathvi, like all across this continent. And yeah, they've got a lot of stories, and they're also very happy to listen to any of yours if you've got them to offer.
Oh, definitely. We'll tell them about the dragon fight that we had with the white dragon.
Yes.
And I guess during that point it'll slip that I'm an Aself and from Isfjell.
You got the skull! And the point from you to Una goes, shit, she's got a dragon skull. Or should I talk to her? And Chrysara, you will understand even more of what's going on than Aldous and Uno, because the other half of the conversation's being carried out in Giant.
Yeah, because she can't speak Giant. So, just...
Wait, can you not speak Giant?
Nope, Common and Primordial.
Why did I think you could speak Giant?
Because it's Torvald who can speak Giant.
Yes, it's Torvald. So yeah, you understand.
Yeah.
This is they're talking in common because you guys they're traders, they speak common. But there's some side conversations going on in Giant. And as the three of you are getting utterly sloshed out there in the night, the romantic music of the starlight plays, and Adair, you have a lovely time private. As you're returning back towards the camp, you can hear these loud voices and drunken.
Oh, well, perhaps your father will be in a good mood.
Well, I hope so. Yeah.
So as we make our way into the tent, Adair is going to take his pouch of money that he has and walk up to the chieftain and say, with your permission, I offer this and would like to ask for the hand of Ivy as my bride.
Well, firstly, at this point, I don't think I can stop her. And secondly, I'll be very proud to call you family.
Well, I'd have offered money sooner if I knew that.
Well, this, slaps you hard on the shoulder.
It's okay because we're all going to die soon when the world ends anyway, so I figured now was the
Never
better time.
never change. But I believe this calls for a toast. Everyone? To Pivy and her dubious decisions.
Here,
Wait, did they step outside of the tent when he says that? Because if they're outside the tent, we'd all be doing that.
So, yes. He sort of steps outside. And to Adair. Treeborn. We really need a middle name in there, son.
How high can your arm go, right?
I think I'm gonna smack my face with the drink as I'm drinking it and fall over.
Now we just need a priest. One day.
Yes. Let's not rush things, you know. The omens must be right. Yeah. He gives a nod, and the cracks open the even better drink. And the celebrations continue late into the night. And well, I'm going to give my players a choice here. Do we want to end it here, or do we want to play out the next morning as well? Or shall we?
That's a pretty good stopping point. It's hard to.
Yeah,
It's hard
I
to
feel
beat
it. I know. I can't one up on that.
I think if we can just assume that tomorrow we're not really doing anything other than leaving and getting to Trubro, I think recovering and then getting to Trubro. Yeah, that sounds good.
We'll find out.
And that way, if Torvald wants to do anything in Ulfborg, that would work out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So as we fade out from this Goliath camp, drinks are flowing. Pivy's got her arm around Adair's shoulder. Just, like,
And Adair's
for this.
Adair's trying to explain that I do have to go off again. You know, I'm not going to be staying here.
Look, it's always the way.
Are they sitting at the
travelers.
fire?
Yes.
We gotta go kill some dragons and steal some crystals.
How much did y'all let her drink?
She only had a thimbleful. That's all. But she had it repeatedly.
And she is only like a
Here, eat
wee
this.
little thing.
Eat this entire loaf of bread.
She'll eat it.
And so I think that is a good point to end with Aldous trying to stuff an entire bread loaf into her mouth and the romantic tone. Utterly lost. But yeah, thank you very much for joining us on tonight's show. It's been nice to have a bit of a catch up on what's been going on. It's been a long time since we've been had a chance to catch up with a lot of the family stuff and with the local politics of Isfjell and the poor Earl, who has been bullied since I think the before session 1. I think it started before Isfjell started.
It was made public in in episode 1.
Yes, yeah, but yeah, Prosara has been
protecting.
But we'll be back next week as hopefully with Torvald in tow, as our heroes wrap up any last visit in Isfjell and head off towards new adventures in new lands with the potential of visiting Denvala and the Fire Islands, and hopefully taking as many buckets of water as they can carry as per Uno's cunning plan.
Yes. We'll just get the dragon skull and we'll fill it up. It'll be great.
But yes, we'll see you next week. Do we have any announcements, Moira? Or would you like me to bluff him?
Well, as per usual, as always, we'd like to thank the viewers. Thank you for watching and supporting us. Any donations or cheers or anything that you do actually goes to support directly to the players and makes us feel good about what we make, and just your viewership in general is really fun and appreciated. We do this for fun, not for money or not for fame or anything like that. So the fact that other people do enjoy it just makes it all the better. Unless Tish's grand plan is to go crazy. So thank you for showing up and just enjoying something that we all love very dearly. Other than that, if you want to be a part of games like this or just talk to us or hang out or anything like that, we do have a wonderful Discord with a lot of fantastic community members. We've got all sorts of things for all sorts of people, so different games that you're interested in, different opportunities to chat, show off food that you made, vent if you need to, anything like that. We've got channels for it on our Discord, and it's all very well run and with a bunch of people that I hope everyone would really enjoy. So you're welcome to join that. If you are just now joining us for the first time or are a little bit behind on episodes for either our show or any of the other streams on Mixtabbers, we've got a couple different YouTubes that you can check out. They'll all be linked in chat. Are specifically at Isfjell, and with your subscriber benefit, we were actually able to do some gift card giveaways. So hopefully we can kind of keep on working on subscribers and all sorts of that across YouTube, Twitch, and everything, and be able to give back to the community even more. That'd be awesome. Other than that, we do have our typical weekly stream schedule, which hopefully I can find somewhere. I know for sure come Monday we will be doing Stuffed, which is a wonderful game run by Tam that you can find hosted on this same channel or over at the Onyx Path Publishing Twitch. It's we're really getting into the thick of it now. We've got our own little base and some exciting things going on, some terrifying things going on, but some exciting things going on. So definitely be sure to check that out if you can. Pretty much all of these shows that I'm going to mention are going to be around 8 p.m. Eastern. Haunted Chronicles is going to be on Tuesday. That's got a couple of familiar faces in it from this group as well. I have no idea what's going on in their game. They're all over the place for the most part. So they're going crazy.
Is happening.
Yeah. So definitely tune in if you can. And then on Wednesday, there is going to be Wraith, once again at 8 p.m. Eastern. That's a fun game, also with some more familiar faces in it, and a game that's really enjoyable to watch because there's some interesting game mechanics that are involved in Wraith, where we get to talk as like shadows and stuff like that. So definitely a lot of different variety, but a lot of the same people and a lot of the same fun. So other than that, I'm sure there's other shows going on. We should be back next week on Saturday. And there's probably other things going on that I'm missing and forgetting, but if you join that Discord or if you follow us on Twitter, we've got all that information readily available. So if you want to keep up with that, please go ahead and hop in or follow us or whatever you would like. And then, of course, we also have some other people. Nope, you got them for this week. Nice. Cool. And then we also have, I believe it was already linked, but we've got plenty of other friends that we like to support on Twitch that are streaming regularly. So if we are not providing enough shows for you, there are plenty more to go seek out. There are plenty more to go seek out and spend your evenings watching. A bunch of very great talented people in our community and across Twitch. I think that's pretty much it. I think I got most of it.
Spot on. You've got this down.
I do my darndest.
Yeah. I think I need to stop like distracting you because you're starting to make me look bad with my opening. I'll
just run the show. I'll just run it.
Yeah, you're DM now. You got the words.
Got it.
Yeah. It's on you. Next week, Moira's in charge. Yeah.
There you go. You wouldn't like to see Uno in charge.
Oh gosh.
That'll be fun.
Okay, well, thank you all for watching. It was wonderful.
Thank you. And
Bye,
good night.
everybody. See you.
Bye.